everybody, welcome to today's live stream. We are doing our members only live stream for the month of December. So if you are here watching, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are commenting, then thank you so much for being a YouTube member. And if you want to be a member, you can also sign up to be a member. That's totally something that is available to you. You just got to hit that little join button down below. This one was voted on and requested by the members, so I am here for y'all. And today we are doing how to make money with no money using RedBubble. So y'all know that how much I completely believe and agree in making sure that you have multiple streams of income. This is something that any of y'all can do, even if you have zero money. And you could do this on your phone. You can do this anywhere, okay? So one of the first things that I want to do, how's the best way to show up? Hello, Pixelpia. You were one of the only people that voted in the Discord, and so this one is your time frame that you selected, a weekday. And then I put it in the little members post area. So this is what you get. Hello, Dutch Can Jam. Thank you so much for being here and moderating. Appreciate you. Okay, so let's... Oh, bonjour. Oh, okay. Fancy. Alrighty. I guess I can ask you, what's in your cup? I am drinking Tazo Awake English breakfast tea. Okay. Let me know what's in your cup. Okay. Now, RedBubble, we did do a session that was RedBubble kind of versus, what is it? Etsy, right? And I have some opinions on that. But today, what we're going to do, we thought that we would go through the process of starting from scratch, finding a royalty-free image, uploading it, and figuring out all the different things that you can do with it on the RedBubble site, okay? So you started your RedBubble? Yes! Oh wait, now you're just uploading design 21 through 30. Oh my goodness, you have more than I do. Good for you. Oh my gosh, Pixelpia. This is fantastic. I don't know, did I inspire you? Maybe. Can't wait to hear all about it. But here is something that anybody can do, all right? So one of the things that we are going to do here is I'm going to have to get to the thing where I can do me and sharing my screen. So I want to make sure I do that. Let me also make sure I pull up RedBubble, the site, and also we're going to pull up Pexels, which is a free stock site, and also, there are free royalty-free images that you can do in a Google search. There are free images sometimes inside of Canva. There's free image searches like lots of places. I'm going to cough 1 second. Sorry. Not happy. Something is not happy. Okay, I inspired you? Oh, heck yeah. If this helps bring in some extra money for you, I would be so excited for you. Okay, now let's upload 10 designs per day until you have 100. Oh my God, that's amazing. I would love to see that. Let me come over here. I'm gonna minimize this one. Okay, so I've got RedBubble and I've got Pexels. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's pick something. Now, seasonality can come into play, so it might be a time now. Seriously, I'm choking. Where you could, it's probably too late for Christmas stuff, right? But we might be just on time for Valentine's Day. So we could try and do something Valentine's Day themed, or you can go with something that is a bit, oh my gosh, I'm about to have to give you guys some music here. I seriously, it went down the wrong pipe and I'm just, whew. Apologies. Okay, so, one second. We could do something saying maybe Valentine's Day. We could do something for St. Patrick's Day. We could do whatever. And again, if you have access to sites like Placeit by Envato, that's a really great one. We could pull that one up too, because that's a great. Because Placeit also has free resources as well as ones that also cost money or membership. Let me log in. So let's go ahead and come up with a theme. And then there's, you know, we could go for something that's a little bit more universal and is not any specific calendar type of holiday. So we could have something like that too. So here, we'll start with place it. So let me figure out how to share my screen with you and see if we can do this. Boom, that didn't do it. And I want to share my secondary display. There we go. And then I'm going to move myself. Chat is disabled. Why is chat disabled? Why is it showing you that for this live stream? It's not disabled for this live stream. Oh, wait, this is a weird overlay. I got to take this off the screen 1 second, y'all. YouTube chat, yes. Goodbye. All right, here we go. Let me make myself smaller. So right now we are on Place It. And this is also a place where you can go get, you know what, maybe I should switch screens because this one's all stretched out and wonky, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, 1 second. Let me try that again. Let me come over here and then switch this to my primary display. Bring this over here. And whoop. All right, let me see if I can make this bigger. And then I'm going to bring this over here. 1 second, guys. I will get it all figured out for y'all. Okay, I'm going to move my scenes over here. I don't know if you guys can see these, but I'm going to move these. And then I got to make sure, where's my preview window? Oh, it's mad. It's mad about lots of things. Hold on. It's mad about life. Okay, I've moved it over here. I'm gonna bring this up. Sorry, we're doing it all on the fly. Okay, so here we are on Place It. And like I said, you can do a free version of Place It. You can also do a paid level. So these are all t-shirt designs that, or they don't have to just be t-shirt designs. They could be any kind of designs, and you could put them then on RedBubble, you could put them on Etsy, you could put them lots of different places, you could put them wherever. So I'm gonna go ahead and just hug dealer, that's funny. Okay, this one, this can't follow. So here's what you could do. Once you're in here, you can go ahead and change any of the graphics. And if you are going to Etsy, they do want you to make some sort of change to your design in some way so that it seems homemade. So that could be increasing saturation, that could be adding an extra star or something on a design, whatever it is, they want you to do something, all right? So if we do in a background and we change it to a transparent background, additionally, if we take away all of this, whatever she's saying, we could delete these, or we could just change what she's saying, or we could just change the text of it. So instead of quicksand, we could make sure that this one is black, and then this one is also black. Let's just say, they call it. So it says, can't follow your train of thought. And then maybe I don't need as much of her shoulders. I'm going to move her down and come on. Just going to make her bigger. So I want the bottom of her hair though. So we could do something like this. We've now changed this particular graphic. So it says, can't follow your train of thought. So here we go. Background, make sure it's transparent. Now we're going to download this. So all we're going to do is up here on the download button. Hopefully y'all are seeing this. If you're not, let me know. Let me see if I can make that bigger. I'll come over here and I'll hit download. Now, additionally, let's say we go to Pexels and we're over here and let's just search for something like Valentine's Day. Let's see what they come up with here for us. Now, Pixelpia, let me know what kind of images and everything that you are doing in your shop. So let's say, what do we like here? And one of the things that I like to think is is there something that if you remove the background from, it'll still be really cool by itself? Because what you don't want is some image that's like rectangular in some way and it'll look really funny because it's screen printed on the shirt exactly like that, right? So just like in the other one, I want to be able to download some sort of transparent background. So if it was just these lollipops or something, maybe even without the hands, if we look at something else. Okay, so what if we went with Love is Love in these Scrabble tiles? And we do a download on this. So you can choose whatever size you want. I always go with like the largest size that you can. All right, and that is going to be downloaded as a JPEG. And then we're gonna go into like a program. You could use PicMonkey, Photoshop, Canva. You can use pretty much lots of different things, right? So let me go into, oh, one second. Let me come back over here. Let me log into PicMonkey here. So far, just use sayings that have simple backgrounds. Nice. Okay, so let me log in. And go. I'm just going to create a blank canvas. One second. One second. Alrighty, so let me create a custom size. I'm going to do 4,000 by 5,000, which is probably too big, but we're just going to go ahead and do that for right now. Okay, now, oh, I got to share my screen with y'all again. Here we go. So right now I'm in PicMonkey. I'm going to go with that item that I just downloaded. I'm going to drag that here on top of my image. And then I'm just going to use their one button background remove here. Hopefully it should be smart enough to auto magically apply this. Inspirational quotes, love it. Oh my gosh, great. So now I'm just going to make it bigger. And then I'm going to make sure that the background itself, I'm going to unlock it. You guys don't care. It doesn't have to be picked. It can be whatever you want. You all know that. So here we go. We have now a transparent image and we have this graphic on top, right? And again, this is a royalty-free image that we got from Pexels. You could use a different site. Why won't it let me embiggen? Doc Rock, you're getting to me. Embiggen. All right, we'll just go with that for now. All right, so there's that. So I'm going to go ahead and download this one. And make sure you save it as a PNG. That way you have your saved. There it is. Perfect. Good. Now, I'm going to take this image that we just did. And I think, did we also download this one from over here? I'll click here to download. Here we go. We're downloading this one as well. So now we have two different designs, both with transparent backgrounds, two different places. You could also use other places, you know, because just like Pexels, there are other places as well. If you do a Google search, you can also do a drop down to change for items that are available for commercial use, even with, you know, with changes and stuff like that. So just kind of go with it. So now we have both of those. So now we're going to come over to RedBubble. Now with RedBubble, we're going to go into our shop and we are going to add new work. And this is one of the reasons why I think this is just so much better than Etsy. So like I said, with Etsy right now, you have to do a 20-cent listing fee for every single product that you have. not shirt and different sizes as variants, but more so like if you want a shirt, if you want a sweatshirt, if you want a sticker, so each one of those listings, 20 cents a pop. So something like this where there's 30 categories and people can choose, you would be shelling out 20 cents times 30 listings, only to renew them all 4 months later, right? So if you're with me on this, can I get a yes, this is making sense, and a thumbs up, right? So we're going to upload our new work that we just got. So let me open up a file folder over here, Finder window in my downloads, and we will start with that Love is Love. We're going to upload new work here and just drop it on. And while it's thinking about that, we're going to use a title here. I'm going to say Love is Love Scrabble Tiles. And we could just say love. We could say pride. We could say love is love. We could say Scrabble. Okay. And then we're just going to repeat here. Love is love Scrabble Tiles. Okay. So here we are. We have our item, and we're going to go ahead and then select. And if you are in a different country and you prefer, Dutch, French, Espanol, you do have the options here at the top. So now what we're going to do, we are going to scroll down. Oh, let me get rid of this little bar so you don't see it. Now, this is where you get to have some fun and you get to decide, hey, what am I actually going to list? And you don't have to have one of everything. That's totally up to you. You don't have to do that. But here we go. They have some stuff that's automatically enabled by default. You can turn it off. So for me, this is because a lot of my settings, they're just carried over. But if you want to make changes, here we're going to go into the edit. And from here, this should look pretty familiar for everybody. You should be able to kind of change whatever you want to. And because that graphic, which should fit this one, which is about that 4,000 by 5,000, you can still move your item here. So if you want to move it up towards the top, make sure you're staying inside of this box. So make sure you're not outside because it's just going to cut it right off. But if you want to make it here, and then you're like, oh, wait, there's no snap lines. That's okay. There's actually a center design. There's a horizontally and vertically over here. So if I want to center it vertically, there, it's going to go back to where it was. If I want to at least move it back up where it was, but make sure it is centered, you could do something like that. So this is what it's going to look like here. And you can also embiggen your design. If you want to make it bigger, you could do something like this. And then, make sure before you go though, horizontal again. You can also change which color is going to be the kind of default color in your view. So if you want to, change it up and have something else in here, you could do something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it, in a lighter color. We'll just start with white for right now. This is fine. So if we have something like this, and then we're going to go ahead and apply these changes. Now, in another thing, if you want to replace the image on, let's say you have a really dark t-shirt and maybe, it's black print or, white, and you want to switch it, you could replace the image on a specific type of color. That way you can have light text on a dark and then dark text on a light and then switch that up. So you can do that by hitting that replace image here. Also, if you want to see when it said 9 out of 12 enabled, this is all standard print clothing, you're going to be able to change and see what style is there if you go through the list, the drop down here. So you're going to see what it looks like in a tank top, in a fitted t-shirt, right? So this is several of the styles that I have already selected, and you can just kind of decide whatever you feel like. So this may not be the best example, right? Because you got Love is Love on, you can still pretty much see it, but there are obviously some where it just doesn't look as great in that color. I'm just going to leave it here in this baseball tee. I'm going to hit apply changes on this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make sure we go into, and this is where you take the most time because this is where you decide, I want it to look like this on this type of thing. So I'm going to center horizontally on that. Oh, it's pretty close. All right. The default color, I'm going to set it as this time to gray. Now, another thing that you can also do is then even If you're done with the shirts, but you want to keep editing other items, you could you can click into other ones and then just hit apply changes at the very end as well. So you don't have to close and save each one. Now you can see in this example here where the hat, if you do enable it, right now the design is running off the bounding areas of where you can do it. So we could say something like, okay, let's have pink be the default color, but let's also shrink down this image, and maybe you just still want to make sure it's center, right? And you say, hey, this is what I want it to look like. So we're gonna, what's the opposite of in big and in smallin? I need Doc Rock for that one. Okay, so we can have something like this. We say love is love here, and we're gonna apply these changes, right? And so you'll do that for each type of thing. So right now I am not going to enable chiffon tops or graphic t-shirts. Oops, it was already, I don't want graphic t-shirts. I don't want dresses. Stickers, sure. Okay, we could leave those. Now you can see the phone cases and skins because of the different size phone cases and because of like where the camera cutouts are. This is something you're gonna want to make sure is probably a lot smaller, because you'll see that once you start going, most of the camera modules are at the top, right? So you want to make sure that your design is a little bit lower, and then you'll be able to make sure hopefully that the little camera module cutout is not going to mess with your design. So I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to scale down my image. We'll say 30%, and then I'm going to center it vertically. That was wrong. Horizontally, but lower. Dang it. Sometimes click the wrong one, right? So you want to make sure you stay away sometimes from some of those edges, because if you have a rounded case, anything like that with the edges, you just want to make sure all your stuff is kind of concentrated in the middle. So we're going to apply changes on this one. Perfect. We don't need desk mats or mouse pads. We could have pillows, but I'll go ahead and just shrink that one just a little bit too again, and we are going to center. Good. We're going to apply changes here. And you can see, so each one of these types of listings that we're enabling and toggling on or off, each one of these would be 20 cents a piece at the listing thing on Etsy. So that's why this is kind of nice, where you can just pick and choose. Like, I want this one, I don't want this one, right? Maybe I want it on the mug, but maybe not on the travel mug, whatever it is. So if I edit on this mug, again, you can see the size is gone a little bit crazy. Now, these are a little bit interesting too, because you can have a repeating pattern as well, or you can have like a like interesting kind of like front back. So just be careful with how you're like lining this all up, because, right, if you've got two, you want to make sure you have two, not 2.5. So be careful with that. And then they're trying to give you what that little preview is like up here. So just keep that in mind. So if you want to try and do, again, like horizontally, boom, something like that, right? And then there you go. You're just going to set it. I'm going to center horizontal. No, I don't want that other one peeking in. So I'm going to do something like this, right? Boom. And you could certainly just turn everything on and let the people decide. I'm just funny in that way. I just decide what people want or don't want or what I do or don't want to sell. So let's just say I don't want to enable this or this or this or this. I'm just going to turn everything else off. But you can see there's oh, you know, the journals are kind of cute. Hold on. So I want it tiny, but I only want it on the front. Boom. And then I want to center horizontal. Oh, I don't. Okay. So this one I might just eyeball. And this one you have to be careful too, because the book binding itself, after it goes, you want to make sure that it's, got room for that. Okay. So here we go. That's looking pretty good. And we're going to apply changes on that. I like that. That's cute. That's a cute notebook. I think people would like that. Okay, we're going to leave that one enabled. This enabled. Good. You could have an artboard print. I'm going to turn off everything else, like I said. Buttons would be cute too, huh? See, you could just be like Pixel Pia. Just leave it all on. Leave it all on. They have these additional ones down here, fitted masks, backpacks, all that stuff. I'm just going to turn it all off. Okay. Then you need to decide on a category, and then you're going to say, what kind of product is this? So for us, this might be something like design and illustration. Sure. So we could do something like that. And we'll say something like, who can view this work? Anybody can view this, and it's a public one. Is it mature content? We're going to say, nope, not on this one. And then this is a big one. You want to make sure, right, you have the rights to it, because you don't want to get in trouble. So make sure that you have the rights to it, and you can then hit save work. So after it does this, oh my gosh, Pixelpia, you are a machine. So the thing is too, now if you want to get traffic to your RedBubble site as well, and they're running specials and sales all the time, right? So you could keep an eye out for if they're having some sort of special, but always have the link in your description box. You can be tweeting about your shop if you want to. You know, you can have it linked in your socials and descriptions, all that stuff, and then just tell people, and then hopefully they'll also have people find it, right? So here we go. Now you kind of get that quick preview of some of what it's going to look like. They have some integration, it seems like, with Placeit, because a lot of these images and stock photos are coming from the people at Placeit. So it's kind of interesting to see that. So here's the examples I was showing you about the phones. You see, if the design is too, even though we shrunk it because of the size of the phone cases, like it's edge to edge down here. And because of where the phone module camera cutout is, right? If not only is it edge to edge here, but if it was any higher, it would really get in the way of these camera cutouts. So you do want to be careful with that. These are cute, these little books though, ugh, right? Anyways, so we're going to have this, and we've now launched an additional product. Now, Pixelpia has just alluded to something where it says you can copy previous types of things, so we could pretty much duplicate this listing but change out the graphic. So that's more advanced, and you could do that too. But now you've seen it took us what? If I wasn't talking about it, it took us about 10 minutes to find an image, modify the image, upload it to RedBubble, select our categories, and publish it now for people to buy. Now the thing about this, if you're looking inside of your portfolio here, you can also start to see, you can create collections. So if you want clothing, or if you want, stickers, or you could have something in themes. So I don't actually have even as many listings as Pixelpia does right now. But you can see some stuff here, a little bit of kind of like the likes and comments, or, like indicators or sales that you see. You can see these little icons here. So this Boots Never Broke My Heart. I uploaded this to RedBubble. I got this image from a site that I pay a subscription for, and you can pay and you have the license for print on demand. But again, because I knew I was also going to list it on Etsy, I had to modify it in some way. So there were some little lightning bolts. I took those off. There were these additional line marks around some of the boots. Like I erased that. I did that all in Procreate. But again, if you were not doing Etsy and you didn't have to make any modifications, there's nothing stopping you from taking that exact design from this place where I buy it and have a subscription to, and uploading it exactly as is to a site like RedBubble. So that's actually the same. That's what I did here with the Heart of Dinosaurs. That's actually also from that site. And all I did was increase the saturation, but it's already black. So it looks the exact same. But that is me modifying that design. So I run on Coffee and Christmas Cheer. I actually changed a little bit of the font, and because I wanted it to look a certain way, and then I added an additional star down here at the bottom. So it only, because before it only had like stars at the top, and I wanted the stars to kind of match, and so I put some on the bottom. So that's how I modified it, which is what I would need to do for Etsy. But if you are on RedBubble only, you wouldn't have to modify. So you can see here the little puppy. The puppy, this was also an image that I got from Pexels when I looked for puppy, and I just picked a really cute puppy, threw it into PicMonkey, removed the background from it, uploaded it to RedBubble. You saw all the products that pretty much I selected. And then here you can see it was hearted or favorited 2 times, but there's actually a little indicator here next to the dollar sign, and that's a 1. And that means someone bought it. Someone has made a sale from something under this category. So this is the puppies, and that's how we did that. So let's try now. We're going to add new work, and we're going to try Pixelpia's. So we're going to do a copy. So the same products, the design placement from another design. And so if you are doing color variants, yep, that's great too. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I'm going to say, we're going to copy, let's say, the Scrabble. Is that right? Did I do that wrong? Okay, wait. Manage portfolio, copy. Maybe Pixelpia will have to have a tutorial and show us how to do it, because I haven't actually done it. So here, wait, you have to do something. You can explain it. You can explain it to me, because I don't think I've done it. I think I've only done it as the way that I've shown you. So you're advanced. Oh, wait, we go to here, right? No, I don't want to pin it. Stop it. Oh, it thinks I want to pin it. Okay, wait. Copy settings. Yes. Okay. View, edit, copy settings, promote work, promote artwork, set to mature and delete. Okay, let's copy settings. Then let's replace all the images. Yes. Can I do that? It's not doing anything. Oh wait, click the cogwheel. I did that. Copy of. For best results, upload an image with the same dimensions, and don't worry, your original artwork is not. Okay, how do I make sure that I upload? Where's my other one? Can I just drop it on top? Oh man. Burp, 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 boop. Nope. Can't do that. Oh wait, did I remove the background on that one? Did I not do that? Place it, t-shirt design. I did. Why is it? PNG downloads. Okay, make sure I got it from the right place. Boom, boom. Da, 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 da. All right, Pixelpia, what's next after I do that? So I did this. I brought it here. And then how do I get my other image on here? Because this, there it is. All right, let me see. My downloads, t-shirt design. Boom. All right, I think we're cooking with gas here. All right, so we can say, can't follow your train of thought. So we're just gonna put this on here. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna change these tags real quick. So what would we call her? Is she an e-girl? A K-pop girl? We'll just leave it. Okay. So here we go. We can see the settings here. I'm just going to make sure we can see. Oh, you know what? I kind of like it, just her head. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We're going to do that one. We're going to hit apply. Everybody else, you know what? Because the other ones were shoved up so high, I don't think you're getting any of the text. There we go. So let's do that. And then center. There we go. Oh, what's it look like for? Yeah. You know what? We're gonna. There. She's cute though, right? She's cute. I want to make sure all of my stuff. Typically, if you had the stuff exactly the same, this would be a lot easier for you, but I didn't do that. I kind of liked it where it was. There, we'll do that. You know what? We'll turn off the stickers and we will just make sure that these are shrunk down quite a bit. I think she's cute though. I know I've said that, but as I'm looking at it on all these different little products. And I know I could just like hit approve, but I want to make sure I want to make sure that you see the text. So if you don't have to do that and you don't have to do this, then you're a lot better off. But So we'll do that. Good. We'll just, she's cute on the mug too, actually. Oh, I don't want it like that though. Let me see. No, none. No, we'll just do a single. So you can see, I mean, you can personalize each one of your products however you want to. So I'm going to say no pet bandanas. Yes for the mugs. And, oh, these are cute on the journals too. Oh, I love it. Actually, that would be hilarious. Damn it. I've done that twice now. What do I want? I'll just leave it here. I'll just eyeball it. She's cute. She's cute. Okay. If you look at my story, you'll see how I can make 10 at once. I'm sure this will be, it does not surprise me at all that you have already surpassed me on how to do this, okay? So we're just going to call this drawing, sure. And then it's not mature content. We have the rights to it. We're going to hit save. Oh, is it still called Copy of Love is Love? Scrabble Tiles. We might need to change that title. Pixelpia, throw in your link to your RedBubble store. Let's just take a look at it. Look how cute she is. So there you go. You can either start from scratch or you can just repeat what you already have. She's cute. She's cute. All right. Put in your link. Let's go look at your store. So here's my store. People, Shelly Nathan. Are you People Pixelpia? So there, and it'll take 10 minutes to show up, but let's see. People. Are you Pixelpia? Of course you. Oh my gosh, your banner looks great. Oh my goodness. I love it. Join December. 30 designs already. Girl. Can I just... Fantastic. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, featured collection. You already have a featured collection. I don't have a featured collection. Look at that. Wait, who's your favorite? Did you favorite me? Did you favorite me? I'm kidding. You don't have to. How do I follow you? Follow. Boom. You got your first follower. There you go. So there you go, Pixelpia. I would love to, let's see, in a year from now, let's see you with a, an update on, I launched my RedBubble store last year and, how did it go? Oh my gosh. And I'm so inspired. You said that you got inspired by me to do this. Love that for you. But here's the thing. Now you have, 30 listings, right? You have 30 listings, each in like 30 different categories of product. And that is stickers, t-shirts, whatever, something like that. And now you can't even imagine what that would cost on Etsy. What would that be? I need a calculator. I can't do math that fast, okay? So it would be, I think it's 32 products, something like that. So let's think about this real quick. So if you had, where's my calculator? Let's just say you have 30 listings times 32 product categories, which would mean you would need 960 listings. Is that right? 960 listings times 20 cents each. So it would cost you $192 technically to just list these on Etsy, and that would be a 4-month listing, right? So you saved yourself $200, and you could. Now you do need to make sure that you, set up all your bank account information or whatever else, or PayPal. And I think if you reach $20 in a month, then they pay you out after the 15th. And so that's kind of cool right there. You can still, you may not get as much, obviously, traffic as a as an Etsy, but technically you didn't put out any money for this. And so this is all free, right? And if someone does make a purchase, then you're going to make some money. Now, one thing, let's take a peek at this. You can look at your activity feed because you said that somebody favorited your store. So if you haven't seen it, you can come into your activity feed and you could see like somebody, this Cupido 14, they came into my shop today, yesterday, and they favorited like pretty much all of my listings. So that's pretty cool. So this is your alerts and social media people. So right now you can see actually a lot of people are favoriting the Boots Never Broke My Heart, which is that's indicated on that shop with the heart and the 12, something like that. But here's someone bought Puppy one spiral notebook, right? And when you look at this, a few things that you can do over here with your product pricing, I just left it as default margins. You could go in there and set different ones if you want to. I did not have the wherewithal or the time and patience to sit there and decide which each one is going to be. I was like, no, thanks. One thing that you can do to protect your work, which I would recommend that you do, I didn't notice this until a couple days ago, but the image protection setting, you can place a watermark on your images. That way, if someone does try to download them, it should have a watermark on it, which should make it a little less easy for people to copy your designs. The store name is Shelly Nathan. So if you did the redbubble.com/people/Shelly Nathan, you should see it. And they're saying like, hey, we can't stop people from doing it, but this can help discourage. And then there is this download protection button, which you can select where I think it just has like a little pop-up that maybe says like, don't download this, please. So you could do that in the product pricing. Let me come back over here. 1 second. Let me just make sure. It doesn't have any. Okay. It's fine. So under the product pricing area, this is where you come in and you select your margins. So some people will have like a certain percentage they do, and they'll show you here. And some people may want it to be 10%, and the only reason that I have mine set at 20% is also because sometimes they have these sales and such, and I don't know exactly how that all works. So at least it's something in there. Now, one thing that's nice is they'll show you when you sell something, they forward the money. Basically, I think they take the customer's money, forward it to the place that is going to be printing these or, producing the product for you. And then after it gets shipped and everything, it'll show you how much money you would make. And, I think for that notebook, it was like $1.50. But I don't really care because I got the image for free. I listed it for free. There's no expiration date on the listing, and people can buy it whenever they want to. So if you got really good at this, if you had a shop with thousands of listings or something like that, who knows? You could be making probably a good amount of money. And then you can set your margins and do whatever you want to. Okay, so let me come back over here. Dr. Can Jam says, where do you go to set the image protection? So that is under the, it's called Protect Your Work under Artist Tools. So once you get to Artist Tools, let me come back over here and share the screen. So under the Artist Tools, so there was this activity feed, there's shop settings, share your work, then this one, which is Protect Your Work, which was right above the product pricing. So here's where you have your image protection settings. And by no means am I trying to say I am an expert at RedBubble. Obviously not, and Pixel has already surpassed me. But just from some of the stuff that I have seen in the last couple days. So if you want, you can upload that as a JPEG instead, and it will be one image. Oh, wait, what? My Love is Love one? Wait, let me go look. What's wrong with it? Is it up here yet? Here. Where's my stickers? What did you say? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you're right. I could have done it as because they're separate. I didn't even think about that. So yes, because some of the other ones, the other sticker, maybe because it showed the little bleed mark around the whole thing. So I didn't think about that on that one because, yeah, because the words are separate and that's weird though that they treat it like that considering it's one image graphic like that. But yeah, I see where you're going with that one. The first sentence in chat. The first sentence in chat. What did I miss? Read the first sentence in chat. I'm not sure. But that's okay. It's okay. I don't know how many people would buy the sticker, but I just wanted to show you. But Pixelpia, you've been doing amazing things at it. Seems like something that would be right up your alley as well, to create something like a graphic in Canva, download it with a transparent background, upload it to RedBubble, because there's lots of stock images inside of Canva as well that you could be using. If it has a transparent background, I'll split it. Interesting. Okay. So that could actually be something too. Yeah, you could create it as a JPEG, or you could do something like in Procreate where you add like a little, offset. They call it an offset, and then like shove it all together. So that's, that would be an example of something I could do in a separate editing program as well, and also bring it back in. Good to know. That is good to know. I wonder if it's going to do that. Wait, on my dinosaurs. It didn't do that on my dinosaurs. Right? No, it did as one. Okay. Good to know, though. I'll have to keep that in mind for some of my stickers that I do. Was that helpful? Obviously not for Pixelpia because she's already done it all, but was that helpful for anybody else? If it was, I sure hope so. Okay. Because this was what y'all voted on for your members only live stream. So I hope that was helpful. Drop any questions below if you have any. Happy to try and answer, or we'll just bring Pixelpia on to answer, or wait for the tutorials on her channel. And I cannot wait to see how it goes with if you make some sales in your RedBubble shop. Like, that's fantastic, right? But here you go. I think I have now proven anybody can do this. It's free, and you can hopefully make some money without spending any money. So that was the goal. Add this as a revenue stream if you feel so inclined. If you have some extra time, do it. Don't also forget that you can use your own photos in iOS 16 and kind of copy and paste and like pull out little items. So if you just want a puppy or whatever else, I have a short on it, how you can then create a little. So if I take a picture of Cooper or Casey, just a photo of my dog, and then I copy and, paste it and then leave it as a separate photo, you could do that. So just like the puppy, there's that. So there you go. All right, everyone, I'm going to go finish dinner because I literally was like mid bite and I was like, oh, I got to go. So I'm still hungry and I'm going to go finish that. But I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you on Thursday for another live stream. All right, everybody? Okay. Bye, everyone.